We take you to Zimbabwe, where police there are searching for 12 deportees from South Africa who escaped from a quarantine center at Beit Bridge. For an update, we're joined by our Zimbabwe correspondent, Xolisani Ncube. Very good morning to you. We are looking at the news of this matter. What do we know about these 12 individuals who made a run?
Good morning, Paul. Indeed, the police are searching for 12 people who escaped from a quarantine center in Beit Bridge. These 12 people had tested positive for COVID-19 and they were on mandatory quarantine at the Beit Bridge border post. Then, according to the police, these people sneaked out of the Beit Bridge hotel and their whereabouts are still unknown, and where they are is still a mystery. Police are afraid that this could be super spreaders because they could be going around communities, spreading the COVID-19 variant, especially the Omicron variant, which is said to be intransmissible in communities.
Now, how much work has been done to find these people who have escaped, and also perhaps does it speak to some security measures being beefed up at the center?
Well, we have to understand that countrywide, our borders basically are porous. That's another issue on its own. And secondly, the police are going to their rural areas according to the addresses which they were given when these people were booked in at these facilities. But unfortunately, there seem to be no leads as to establish where they are. But by and large, according to the police, more than 400 people have been arrested, for crossing into the country illegally. This has been largely driven by the fact that Zimbabwe had put in a 10-day quarantine rule to say if you're coming in the country, you must be quarantined as a mandate for 10 days. And many people cannot afford to be quarantined at their own cost. They are therefore opting to use other illegal means to get in the country, which is again a challenge, also exposing the country or highlighting the country's security challenges which is facing in dealing with illegal immigration.
Zimbabwe has announced a 10-day quarantine for people coming into the country as measures, of course, in curbing the spread of COVID-19 fueled by the Omicron variant. Let's talk a little bit about some of those processes, especially as we learned that the President Emmerson Mnangagwa wants it to have those who were quarantined at their own expense.
So I missed the first part of your question.
So I'm asking about those who were to be quarantined having to pay for their accommodation within that 10-day period. How has that process worked out?
Well, this has really affected the people to come into the country, especially those in South Africa. If you talk of Zimbabweans largely are in Botswana and South Africa, many cannot afford in terms of paying for their own cost staying at these quarantine facilities. By a day, an average of if you're talking rands, you need about 500 rands a day just for your stay at these quarantine facilities, minus food and other things that you would require. But just staying there, that's for your accommodation. You need about 500 rands, which is beyond the reach of many. So that's why many are opting to use other illegal means to get into the country. And this has deterred. If you look at the numbers of people who have crossed the Beit Bridge border post, from the 30,000 people who normally were supposed to be getting the country largely, we have only recorded around 2,000 per day. Something which the authorities are saying is an indication that people are not coming back during holidays because of these measures. Secondly, Zimbabwe's borders are still closed. Your landline borders are still closed. So when people come into the country, they can't go back easily. So that again is playing as an impact in deterring people from coming back home during this festive season.
And with these 12 individuals that have escaped the quarantine center, of course the fear would be that they will spread the COVID-19 to others within the country. Where is Zimbabwe standing on the numbers of the daily infection rate, and how serious is the matter in Zimbabwe when it comes to those infections rising?
Well, the numbers are rising. Of late, the country is now recording around 5,000 cases per day. And also, we've seen an increase in terms of people are going to hospitals. Also, there's that increase. Although the fatalities are still low, we're talking around less than 5 people dying a day due to COVID-19 or due to COVID-19 complication issues. But the numbers are going up. And also, there is also kind of laxity, I would say, or compliances. People still think that the Omicron variant, which is now the predominant variant in the country, according to the Ministry of Health, is very, in terms of its impact is very mild. But the WHO say that let us not treat this Omicron variant as mild, but must take it seriously and put all the measures that are needed to prevent further damage to the economy. And the country hasn't gone on any lockdown measures outside the level 2 lockdown measures, which are more relaxed. But people are saying we can't afford another lockdown. It is either we allow ourselves to be ravaged by COVID-19 or we all perish, because one or the other, people seem to be tired of lockdowns. But the fact is, Omicron variant is affecting many people, and the numbers are rising, not looking good for the Christmas period.
Very well, let's leave it there for now. Zimbabwean correspondent Xolisani Ncube giving us an update on the 12 deportees from South Africa who escaped a quarantine center in Beit Bridge. Police in Zimbabwe are searching for them.